Hello, and welcome to the Brand Blitz Quiz. This is the regional finals of the South Zone. My name is Sai Ganesh, and I'll be your host for this afternoon. It's a really exciting time to do this today because we have some great panelists as well as the top six teams from South of India. Before we start, just a big shout out to the team at Storyboard as well as our sponsors. Uh, just welcoming our first panelist for today. All right. Hey, Devaiah.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Sai? How are you doing?
All good, Devaiah. Thank you so much for doing this. Where are you currently based?
I'm currently at rainy Mumbai city. Yeah, trying to stay at home and not go outside and get like flooded or something.
Lovely. So you have floods, we have traffic. I'm currently in Bangalore. Thanks so much, Devaiah. We have a second guest panelist joining us today, Saksham. Hey, Saksham.
Hello, hi, you guys.
Welcome.
Hello, all good.
Well,
Thank you.
right. So Saksham is the founder of one of India's most exciting creative agencies called Youngun. So it's really exciting to have you here. And of course, Devaiah is a legend from advertising and brand marketing for a long time. We have also the six teams joining us today. These are the top six teams who are qualified for the South Zone finals. The first team today to join us, just give me a second. Yeah. Team one, can you introduce yourselves, please? Hey.
Hi, this is Sai Ishwar. We're from team Adjusted EBITDA. We were asked to tell our favorite ads. So my favorite ad would be the 2003 Sachin Carl Hooper and one ad when it was played during the 2003 World Cup. And also the Pepsi Change the Game ads, which came later part of that decade.
Lovely. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Siddharth.
I also work at Economic Times. Yeah.
Lovely. We have two journalists joining us today. The next team, another Bangalore team with a very interesting team name. So just explain your team name and introduce yourselves, please.
Okay, that's a complicated story. So allegedly, I'm not sure about this, but Bangi is what a cool crowd calls Bangalore these days. Vacant is actually a fun because the previous team that was team, one of them was in Bangalore because they.
I'm so sorry, folks. I have to just mute you 1 second. There is some sort of a lag with your end. If you can just check your Wi-Fi connectivity. We're not able to hear most of the things that you're saying. It's just being dropped off. Is it just me or Devaiah? Can you hear them as well?
It sounded like
No,
a
no.
cool dubstep song.
Yeah, it sounded like a cool dubstep song. Can you just check your Wi-Fi, folks? Yeah. Go ahead. Testing.
Is this any better? Let's see.
Yes.
Is this any better, folks?
Yes, it is better now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Purva. Yes, please go ahead and introduce yourselves.
All right, I'll take it from the top. So allegedly, Bangi is what the cool crowd calls Bangalore these days. Bacons, this was a 3% team whose Bay had beckoned them to Bangalore is why they were here. So yeah, that's Bangi Bacons for you.
Lovely. Thank you. That's Purab and Aditya. And where do you guys work, folks?
So I work at Amazon as a senior program manager.
And I work at Razorpay in the product team.
Wow, raking it in. Amazon and Razorpay. Cool. Thank you so much. If you guys can just move a little closer to each other, so you'll be in the center. Right now, I can't see Purab on screen. All right. Next team we have is Team 3 with a very interesting name, which is Team with No Name.
Hi everyone, my name is Mayank and I work with Zino as an engagement manager.
Hey guys, I am Siddharth. I work with Google as a PM.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Next up, we have agency, right? Momo Media. It's fantastic to have a proper corporate team here, along with, of course, Economic Times. Yeah, please go ahead.
Hey, so yeah, we're from Momo Media and didn't think of a very innovative team name. We just went with a very obvious name. I run both of us. We run Momo Media. I'm the CEO. He's the CCO at Momo Media, and yeah.
Wow, we are founders here. Fantastic, Anand and team. Thank you so much. Next, moving on to team. Sorry, I think we missed one team in the middle. Just a second. Yes, team 3.
Hi, my name is Latish, and this is Shivram. Both of us work at Adobe. I head the talent ops, marketing, and data team, and he works with talent marketing. He came up with the name, so I'll let him explain the name.
Please,
think we
yeah, go ahead.
started with fun on bandits and brandeds, and that's all we ended up with. My favorite ad campaign is Tata Safari, Reclaim Your Life. I didn't have
Yes.
to buy Tata Safari back then. Maybe
Yeah.
sometime.
I think that ad starts with the line, I wanted to always quit on a Monday morning. That's
Yeah.
how most of us have felt in the last few years also.
Okay.
But
We're
fantastic.
both sitting in office, so don't give us thoughts.
You're in office on a Sunday evening. That is like really bad.
They're having fun on a Sunday evening. And the last team, all the way from my home state, Kerala. Welcome. The master and disciple.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Sai, and everyone else. My name is Shibin. I work as a senior auditor in the Defense Accounts Department.
Lovely. Awesome. Thank you so much, folks. It's great to have you all here. This is, like I said, the South Zone.
Cadbury Dairy Milk presents Storyboard 18 Grand Blitz Quiz.
Right.
Cadbury Dairy Milk presents Storyboard 18.
All right, so this is the regional finals of the South Zone. We've had our national prelims last week, which was very exciting. We had over 700 people participating from all over India. And what I loved is sort of the diversity in terms of the towns and cities that they all came from. It wasn't just the top metros. And from there, we have selected the top 24 teams who will now fight it out over the next 4 weeks, 4 weekends. And then finally, we culminate on September 24th with the national final. Right, these are all the cities that we've had people from. So all the way from Vadodara, Bhubaneswar, Siliguri, Behrampur, Ghaziabad, Shillong, Panjim. We have actually a couple of teams from Goa who did really well in the national prelims. Rajamundry, Warangal, Dadri, Madurai, Trichy, Noida, Tezpur from the northeast, Roorkela, Kalka, Trishur, Amritsar, Udupi, Kanpur, Ranchi, Bokaro, Meerut, Tiruchirappalli, Dhanbad, Gurgaon, Faridabad, Calicut, Tanda, Hapur, Bhilai, and Goa, of course, right? So congratulations and thanks to everyone who's participated so far. These are the top 6 teams from the South Zone who will be participating today. We had the national prelims last week with Mithila Saraf, the CEO of Famous Innovations. It was a fantastic conversation with her. And today I have, I'm really excited for the conversation with Devaiah and Saksham. Some great campaigns and great work of theirs to talk about. All right, these are also some of the guest panelists who will be joining us over the next few weekends. So Roshan Abbas and Varun Dugirala will be there on the North Zone final next week. And then we, of course, have Tista Sen. We also Sumanto. And for the national finals, we'll have Mr. Piyush Pandey himself joining us. So that should be a really exciting round, but all the other rounds will also be exciting. We also have released a pilot episode that we shot with some of the stalwarts from advertising, Lloyd Matthias, Karthik Srinivasan, and Sanket Audi. Do check it out. It's on Storyboard 18's channel. All right. So welcome to the South Zone finals of the Brand Blitz Quiz, brought to you by Storyboard 18 and sponsored by Cadbury Dairy Milk as well as Ajio. Right, and these are, of course, the national, these finalists that we've just been introduced to. Cool. So we're going to move quickly. This is what they'll be winning today. The regional final winner will win 20,000 rupees gift vouchers from Ajio, as well as the runner-up and the winner will qualify for the national finals on September 24th. Right, that's what these 6 teams are going to battle it out for. Right. So this is the buzzer that all of you need to use. You just need to log in on your phone to multibuzzer.app. That's a typo there. So that's the first mistake of this quiz. After this, there'll be no more mistakes. Right. So multibuzzer.app and the code is NFCBET. All right. I think everyone's on board the buzzer. We'll do a small buzzer check with each and every team. So team 1, if you're logged in, if you can just press the buzzer, please. Yeah, that's adjusted a bit. Thank you. We have reset the buzzer. Team 2. Bangi Bacon's absolutely right. Team 3.
We're just facing an issue. Just a minute.
Sure. In the meanwhile, we'll just reset the buzzer. Team 4, if you can just press the buzzer, please. Momo Media. Perfect. Team 5, team with no name, if you can press the buzzer, please. Perfect. And team 6. Awesome. Team 3, if you want to try once again.
Yeah, just give us a minute. I think we're facing some issue.
Cool. While we wait for team 3 to work on their buzzer on the phone, I'll just explain the rules quickly so that we don't waste too much time. We essentially have 2 simple rounds for today. One is called Brand Prism, where you'll have 24 questions to choose from. All the questions throughout the quiz will be played on buzzer. So there's a positive as well as negative for getting it right or wrong. Right? We'll explain once we get to that. But essentially, we're going to start with a simple round of 24 questions across 6 topics. And then we'll follow that with a round called 4 Clue Ka 1, where you'll have 4 clues for every question, and you will get points respective to the number of clues. Right. So team 3, which is waiting for you.
Yeah, it's just a minute. Yeah.
Okay. That's team 3 Branders. Yes, absolutely working. Thank you so much for that. Cool. Let's move on. So this is what we have as round 1. We're going to start with the first question right away. So this is what we have in store for us. This is going to be exciting for the next 1 hour or so. We have 6 topics. We have Mad Ad World from India. We have Mad Ad World International, Dogs of Advertising, Logon Kya Kahenge, Viral Influenza, and Brands Down South. Right. So the names of these rounds should give you clues as to what kind of content you can expect. Each of these topics have 4 questions of increasing level of difficulty, starting with 100, 200, 300, and 400. The scores are very simple. If you choose 400 and answer it right, you get 400 points. If you buzz and you get it wrong, you get minus 200. Right? So whatever is the points, half of that is a negative. Fairly simple. We've already done a dry run of this. All of you are familiar with the format. Right. So to start off with, I'm going to request Devaiah and Saksham to choose one topic and one level to start off with. So first question you'll be choosing. After that, whoever's answered the last question will choose the next topic. Right. So the opening shot, I would like you guys to choose.
Saksham, you want to go first?
Yes.
No, sir, you go first. Okay. Viral influenza.
Lovely choice. Viral influenza of 100. Is that what we're going for?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Just give me a second. Right. So this question is going to be open on buzzer to all teams. So be prepared. Right. This is for 100. Here's your question. Buzzers have been reset. Yeah, thank you. Here's a question. Adidas made these special sneakers specifically for which annual event taking place a few months from now? All right. Team 2, Bangi Bacon says press the buzzer. Go for it. No time on pressing.
We're going to say this is for the Oktoberfest.
And what is special about these shoes then?
They are designed specifically in the attire that the Lederhosen, I think, and it says Prost if you see carefully on the sneakers.
Right? Very well noticed. But we'll give you 100 points for this. That is the right answer. These are sneakers made by Adidas for their native country's festival, the Oktoberfest. Can anyone else like to take a guess for no points as to what is the reason behind these sneakers? It's not the colors. Yes, Momo Media.
Yeah, it's to do with they basically repel vomit and beer by itself.
Okay, absolutely right. These are basically beer and puke resistant shoes made by Adidas for the sake of Oktoberfest. So fantastic fun fact from Mo Media. So one of the rules we're going to follow here is that while there are points for serious quizzing and correct answers and so on, we're also going to give 10 points for a fun fact, right? Just 10 points. So Kashyap, just make a note of that. Momo Media gets 10 points for completing the answer, but Bangi Bacons gets 100 points for the correct answer, right? So moving back to the prism. So Bangi Bacons, you have the control. Can you choose a topic, please? Topic and level. Quickly.
लोगों क्या कहेंगे 100.
Logo kya kahenge and 100. So we're all starting by playing safe. Right. So here's a question. What is the common inspiration behind both these brand logos? We have Team Bangi Bacons who's pressed the buzzer.
Yeah, this is the Da Vinci's Vitruvian Man. So the portrait
What
of
is
an
that?
ideal man. So the Da Vinci created a figure of what an ideal man should look like, and he called it the Vitruvian Man. So if you look at the culprit and the Ultra Human logo, both are towards wellness brands, etc. So I think something like that.
Lovely, it is, right? So the Vitruvian Man is what inspired the logos of Cult Fit and, of course, Ultra Human. Fantastic guessing again, once again, by Bangi Beacons. 100 points to you. Devaiah, Saksham, any sort of points of view of this Vitruvian Man? Did you know about this?
No, actually, I think there are always like logos that get inspired. No? Like I like the FedEx one also. How they play
Yes.
negatives. But
What was the FedEx one?
FedEx, I think, is there's an arrow in FedEx. But if you look at it from a particular perspective, the negative space between I think the words E and X makes
Right.
an arrow.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And one logo that stands for me is how Good Day and Spotify are very similar to Good Day ka wo jo cloud and that sort of, it's a very meme sort of space. So
Got it.
one is that. So.
Lovely. Thanks, Saksham, and Devaiah for that. I'm going to open up for 10 seconds to other teams for sharing any fun facts about Ultra Human or Cult Fit or Vitruvian Man. On buzzer. Okay, let's move on back to the question. So team 2, you have the control once again.
We'll go with logo क्या कहेंगे 200.
Okay, going again with logo kya kahenge with 200. All right, here's logo kya kahenge for 200. Right. So this is the new identity or logo of Glassdoor. There's an error in this logo. Why is this error there? The new logo of Glassdoor has deliberately used the quotation marks incorrectly. Adjusted EBITDA has gone for it. Yes. Team from Economic Times.
We're just guessing it. It's probably because the reviews are given anonymously. So just to make sure that who gives it, they don't want to reveal the identity.
Lovely guessing, but unfortunately that's not the right answer. So that's a minus 100 for this one. Next team has pressed the buzzer. That's Branded. Team 3, go for it.
We're just saying it just resembles G and D, which is Glassdoor.
It resembles
G and D.
So they just interchange it just because it looks like G and D.
Yeah, because it's
That's
Glassdoor.
just a clever play on the quotation marks. Yeah.
Right, that is absolutely right. Team 3, Branded, gets it right. So there's no complicated story around this. It's simply they used it incorrectly because the quotation marks look like G and D, which stands for glass and dough. So fantastic answer from Team 3 who got that one right. Any fun facts about Glassdoor? Has anyone used Glassdoor in their careers?
I think everyone in advertising uses Glassdoor to go and get disappointed that they're making less money than the market should do.
Okay, this is some TIL news for me. I didn't know that advertising people just go in there, get depressed looking at the salaries. Anyone else here who's used Glassdoor? Okay, if not, we'll just move back to Team 3. You can just pick a topic.
Logo kya kahenge 300.
Lovely. I think we're having some fun here today. Okay. So this is logo kya kahenge. For 300 buzzers are reset. Here we go. What is special about this revised Ogilvy logo used in one of our neighboring countries? So team 3 Brandits has gone for it. This is for 300. If not, if you get it wrong, it's minus 150. Go ahead.
We're guessing it is in Arabic. So for the Middle East market, this is how Ogilvy would, it can be read this way, or reading it, is it right to left?
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
As in? So you're saying that you can read it from right to left as Ogilvy?
No, I think it's first. It's inspired by the script based on that specific Middle East market. It's just an
Which
adaptation.
Middle East market do you think this is? Neighboring countries is what we said. Think of a neighboring country.
I think Pakistan, but
You think Pakistan?
they can't be putting too much ad revenue. So
oh, shots fired here from Brandits.
Gulf countries should be Gulf countries.
You know what? I'm going to put you out of your misery. Right, the correct answer is exactly what you said. Right, so it reads Ogilvy in Urdu from right to left. That's what's beautiful about this logo that was created, and this was created for Ogilvy Pakistan. So absolutely right. So right, so 300 points to team 3. You were right. The neighboring country is Pakistan. There's nothing wrong with saying Pakistan as an answer in this quiz. Right. So any fun facts about Pakistani ads or Ogilvy?
The Surf Excel one. The Surf Excel one. I think for the Ramzan ad was adapted to the other markets. I think.
Oh, lovely. We'll give you 10 points for that. That's absolutely right. Team 5 with no name. Yes.
So Ogilvy has one of the brands which is inspired by the script of the handwriting of the founders. And there are several brands like this, the most famous perhaps being Disney. But Ogilvy happens to be the signature of David Ogilvy.
That's absolutely right. I think a lot of brands have used the founder's signature as their brand identity. Devaiah, you worked at Ogilvy, right?
Yeah, so I was 2008. And the biggest problem I had with this logo was first day of my office. Like it was in a big tech park. I could not read this as Ogilvy, and this from far doesn't look like very legible. So I was a few minutes late because I couldn't spot the office because I thought the logo was designed badly.
See, real life lessons about brand design. Awesome. So I think
when the brand manager say, make the logo bigger, you should make it bigger.
Make the logo bigger. That is one of the most important things in marketing. All right. We've reset, just going back to it. So this was answered by team 3 Brandits, who's on a roll right now. Please go ahead and tell me what would you like to choose next.
Brands Down South 200.
Brands Down South 200. All right, we have Brands Down South 200. All of you from South India, so fingers on your buzzer. Which Indian brand recently distributed katta pies or jute bags to celebrate RD shopping season in Tamil Nadu? Team with no name from Hyderabad is pouncing on a Tamil Nadu question. Yes.
This is Flipkart.
Flipkart is absolutely right. This is Flipkart. You could have worked it out even from the visuals. So very interesting campaign, I think a week ago, where Flipkart basically just distributed these bags, even though they had nothing to do with the shopping season right there. Just with a simple QR code there saying scan for RD offers, right? And the line there says offers varum unga vidukku, which means offers will come to your house. Devaiah, Saksham, have you ever seen any interesting Flipkart campaigns?
Yeah, the recent billboard one, there were 7 different billboards, and यहाँ आसपास जो भी मिलता है, जो भी है Flipkart पे मिलता है. It was a very clever move, immensely viral on social as well. So they did was कि there were 7 electronics and all, उन सब के काफी सारे billboards थे, and उन्होंने बस एक बीच में लगाया आसपास जो भी मिलता है Flipkart पे बिकता है. So,
wow.
Nice. Yeah,
that's some great hacks. There were any interesting campaigns of Flipkart that you've seen?
I mean, see, everyone knows the kid campaign, okay?
Yes.
But like this was before the kids campaign. There was this little campaign that went unknown, but I thought it was beautifully made. I think you should go watch it. It was the mouse campaign, okay? So
can you
it's
repeat
a
that?
very nice Mouse campaign. It was a very nice animated film. I think it was made by Prakash Verma Nirvana Films, where essentially it was showing the power of a mouse now. Because you could, I mean, back then still phones were not like in, right? Like it was desktop shopping. So like, you could shop by a mouse. So beautiful, very nicely made animated film about a mouse shopping for things or something like that. Didn't get the recognition it deserved, but it's a great ad. One of the first, I think, Indian e-commerce ads.
Lovely. Very rare to see a good animated film from a brand. I mean, we all remember the Flipkart Kids campaign, but this is an exciting suggestion that you shared. Yeah, any fun facts from Flip? I think somebody pressed the buzzer. Bangi Beacons, yes.
Yeah, so I think so. Devaiah just touched upon it, right? So the kids ad that Flipkart showed. So the reason for them, right, because India was like very new to shopping online. So one of the reasons why they did that was just to show that online shopping is as easy as it is for kids doing something online. So yeah, that was, I think, so a good touch on just to show the world that, or Indians primarily.
Lovely. Thanks. That's the insight behind why they use kids there.
Yeah. Sorry, another point about the kids ad. Okay, like I was just talking to the filmmaker who made it, and so they had to reconstruct the sets, all right, which was essentially to make sure the kid's height and an office. So for example, if you put a kid in an office, he looks really small. So they had to rebuild a whole corporate floor that looked proportional to the height of the kids.
Almost like miniatures.
Yeah.
Oh, so lovely. Oh, that's a great fun fact, Devaiah. Thank you so much. I didn't know that's how they shot it. I think some parts of Lord of the Rings were also shot like that because Gandalf was much bigger than the Hobbits and so on. It's interesting, Flipkart. And okay, moving back, right? So the previous question was answered by whom? Yeah, Team 5. Yeah, Team 5. You get to choose.
We'll go for viral influenza 400.
Viral influenza 400. Wow, you're just going straight for. Okay. Just a second. Right, so this is viral influenza 400 open to all. Marcus Brownie, aka MKBHD, collaborated with Atoms on a sneaker called M2H1, where M stands for Marcus. What does 251 stand for? We'll give you 60 seconds on this. So they chose a number with a certain reason with respect to Marcus's career. Okay, we have one team buzzing. Momo Media, go for it.
Okay, little risky, but I think it was the length of his first YouTube review video in seconds. So I think that was the first
YouTube review video.
Yeah, so he made the first YouTube video which he ever made.
Seconds.
Yeah, so the duration of that video, that.
And so they just made a sneaker based on the duration of his first video.
Yeah, the first YouTube review video which he made. Yes.
That doesn't make any sense, no?
I like size.
But it is the right answer, right? So 400 points to you. That is absolutely right. So 2 minutes 51 seconds was the duration of his first ever video recorded on YouTube when he was 15 years old. So they made a sneaker as a tribute to that particular video. Fantastic answer, Momo Media. 400 points to you. And that should make some interesting changes in the leaderboard. Any interesting fun facts about MKBHD? I'll go first to the guest panel. Devaiah, one second. I'll come to team with no name. Devaiah, are you big fans of it? MKBHD, no? Okay. All right. Team with no name, yes.
So in addition to being a YouTube reviewer, he's also a professional ultimate frisbee player. And,
yes, he is.
And is known to kind of blend both of his worlds sometimes, and he shoots using some different camera setups, the games that he plays in. So that's a fun fact about MKBHD.
Fantastic. 10 points to team with no name for that excellent fun fact. Brandon, I think you're the last team to press the buzzer. After this, we'll go back to the question.
Yeah. He also has the honor of being blocked by Gal Gadot because he had called out one of the tweets by Gal Gadot where she said something about a Samsung phone, but it was tweeted from an iPhone.
Yes.
And the moment he pointed out, he got blocked.
That's absolutely right. 10 points to you. Also, he has been blocked, and he's spoken about this because he pointed out the fact that she was, tweeting about a Samsung phone, but endorsing a Samsung phone, but tweeted from an iPhone. 10 points to Brandits as well. Awesome. So I think we're at 4:31. That's great on time. Kashyap, if you are ready with the scores, we can also show the scores just to let everyone know. In the meanwhile, Momo Media, you can be ready with your next choice. Yes, Kashyap. Okay. Cool. We have the scores with us. Let's take a look at where we are right now. Okay. So Team 3, Brandits, is currently... Okay, let me just give Kashyap some time. In the meanwhile, Brandits, if you can just pick your topic, we'll be ready with that.
I had to pick the topic.
Should it be the other team which answered the
Momo
question?
Media?
Sorry, Momo Media. I meant Momo. Yeah, thank you so much. Momo Media, yes.
Yeah, we'll go for the viral influencer for 300, if it's still there.
Viral influencer for 300. Okay. Okay, Kashyap, are we ready? Yeah. Okay, so here are the So here are the scores. We have Team 3 currently leading. That's Brandits with 520 points. If you can just remove the thank you. Right. Team 4 Momo Media is currently in second place at 410, followed by Team 5. That is team with no name with 220 points, followed by Team 2 Bangy Bacons at 200 points, and the others will obviously come on board soon. Right. So let's go back to the pyramid. The prism rather, and we had chosen viral influencer for 300 points. Here's a question to all of you on the buzzer. Buzzers are reset. Here we go. Right. Pele once went viral for becoming the first celebrity to endorse which product, despite publicly asserting that he never required its use. We have team with no name. Pressing the buzzer. Go for it.
This is Viagra.
Viagra.
Yeah, erectile dysfunction.
He's the first celebrity to endorse Viagra.
Yeah, that's
okay. That's absolutely right. He did endorse Viagra at the age of 60. And then immediately after the ad, he was too embarrassed about it and came out and said that, guys, I don't need Viagra. I'm just like helping them sell more. I just did it for the money. Right. But fantastic answer. You guys are not doing it for the money. You guys are doing it because of the spirit of quizzing. Right. Any fun facts about Viagra? Devaiah, Saksham, all the teammates.
Saksham, do you have any fun facts about that?
No, sir.
I mean, this is like a kind of ritual path, for celebrities. When they, even Indian celebrities, right? Like when they hit like their 50s and 60s late night television, teleshopping ads, selling all sorts of sexual health, reproductive products.
Yes.
It's sad that Pele also had to do that.
Even Pele did it. I think that's the way to look at it. And I think the other point that you mentioned, I think celebrities also have this phase in their life where if they become less relevant, they start endorsing betting leagues or gaming, betting, gambling apps and so on. Yes, I think someone pressed the buzzer for some Viagra fun facts. Bangy Bacons.
Right. So Viagra was actually, when they started research for it, it was supposed to be a blood pressure drug, and they realized there were some interesting side effects.
Yes, that's absolutely right. 10 points to you for that fun fact. Viagra was actually first created for people with heart issues, and then they found that hey, there's a side effect which is actually a benefit. People are waking up very happy. So 10 points to you for that. And let's go back to the previous team who answered this. That was team with no name. Pick a topic, please.
We'll go with dogs of advertising for 400.
Oh, going aggressive. Dogs of advertising for 400. Just give me a second. All right, here's dogs of advertising for 400. Big lighters chose Martha Stewart and which celebrity as
Hey,
the appropriate brand ambassadors? Adjusted EBITDA has gone for it. Economic Times. Yes.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg is the right answer. The other kind of dog that we're talking about. So Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart, for two different reasons, endorsed big lighters. Devaiah, Saksham, do you know what the other reasons? What are the reasons? What are the use cases that Snoop Dogg has for these lighters?
No, obviously to light his dupes.
Yes. Right. I love the tagline. Right. It's perfect for candles and more. Right. So Snoop Dogg is and more. Right. Any other
Everyone
interesting?
knows he has a professional roller, like a guy who rolls his stuff. He's a professional. Like he travels with them.
He goes with him. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's an interesting profession to have. Yes, somebody has Momo Media followed by Bangy Bacon. Do you have some fun facts about Snoop Dogg or Big Lighters?
I do have a fun fact about Snoop Dogg. He claims that the only person to ever outsmoke him is Willie Nelson, the country musician.
Oh, lovely. That's interesting. A lot of celebrities have spoken about Willie Nelson and his other habits. 10 points to you for that. Bangy Bacon.
Yeah, so Snoop Dogg claims that in his entourage there is a person who basically his full-time job is to roll the stuff that he smokes. So there is, in his entourage he has hired a guy who is his rolling guy.
Dude, literally Devaiah said the same thing just now, like 30 seconds ago. That was his fun fact that he just stole.
So just to clarify, we are not on the same stuff as Snoop Dogg right now.
What are you smoking? Right? And what lighter are you using? So we can't give you points for that. You're just stealing Devaiah's answers. Right? But great. I think everyone knows this interesting fun fact. Okay. All right. Who guessed the last question? Was it Momo Media? T1, sorry. Adjusted EBITDA. Please choose a topic.
We'll go for Mad Ad World India 300.
Mad Ad World India 300. Very nice choice. One of my favorite questions, actually. Second. All right. So this is Mad Ad World. Buzzers are reset. Here we go. How do we better know this slow living duo since 2013? One is Goldie Dugal, who's a vlogger. The other is an actor called Rana Pratap Sengar. Adjusted EBITDA has gone for it. Go for it.
This is the 5-star ad, Ram Sham, those brothers, Ramesh Suresh.
Yes.
Ram Sham or Ramesh Suresh?
Ramesh Suresh.
Said it together like Ramesh Suresh only. That's absolutely right. These are the actors who play Ramesh and Suresh in the iconic 5-star ads that have been running. Incidentally, this is the 10th year anniversary of these two in advertising for 5-star. Any fun facts? Devaiah, Saksham, do you like these ads? Have you seen them?
Yeah, I mean, like I was always saying that I think this is the ad that introduced the concept of Patloon and Bilang to South India. Like as South Indians, we've never heard this word, but it's just the one word that we've learned from Hindi, which is really random from measurement, came from this ad.
Lovely.
Yeah, and for 5-star, the whole do nothing narrative was, मतलब brand world में मैंने सबसे पहले सारा वो होता था ना, aspirational, positive and all. This was kind of the brand that I remember who said कि you should start doing nothing, or जो relatable वाला part था वो इन ad से शुरू हुआ था कि person to person कैसे connect कर सकते, तो that's one.
Lovely. Yeah. Otherwise, everyone is talking about खुशियाँ, देश की धड़कन, like everything is.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. Thanks, Saksham, for that interesting tidbit. Any fun facts from the teams? I think Adjusted EBITDA has a fun fact to share.
So, as part of the Do Nothing campaign, they had a bank in Nariman Point, Mumbai, where if you go sit there and do nothing, you get cryptocurrency.
What?
Yeah.
Based on the number of hours you spend in the bank doing nothing.
Devaiah, were you behind this?
Yeah, no. It was called the Nothing Coin. It was really cool. I think it was done by Ogilvy only. It's essentially they made this thing where you can download it on your phone. So on your phone also, if you're sitting stationary, obviously the phone knows, and you keep mining these nothing coins or something like that.
Oh, fantastic. 10 points to Adjusted EBITDA for that interesting fun fact. And Momo Media, one last fun fact on this. Yes.
Yeah, so part of that Do Nothing campaign, they also did this campaign where they became like the sponsors for the Third Empire, who has like the least amount of job in a cricket match. So, which was a pretty interesting campaign and a very interesting take on the insight of Do Nothing and relating that to cricket, which is a religion for us.
Also, Sai, how about we give 10 points for anyone who knows what Bilan means?
Okay. Does anyone know Bilan? Nice. Brandeds, the one true South Indian team who knows Hindi. Can you unmute yourself and tell us what it is? No points for this, of course, but yeah.
No, it just means this. I mean, this is the measurement. One belongs.
We can't see your hand. Yeah.
This is what it is.
Absolutely right. Yeah. I learned this yesterday while talking to Saksham that this is actually Bilan, which is, I think Devaiah said this is the SI unit of measurement, is it?
SI unit of hand measurement.
Hand measurement. Lovely. Okay. Moving on. Just give me a second. So I think team 1, you got this one right. So you get to choose.
We'll go Mad at World International for 300.
Mad at World International for 300. Okay. Give me a second. Okay, here's Mad at World International 300. Buzzers are reset. Here we go. In most watch ads, the time is set to 10:10. There are two reasons. One is that it resembles a smiley. What is the other reason? Team with no name has pressed the buzzer. Go for it.
Abraham Lincoln's assassination time, I think, was this. And
the second reason is you get to see
there's only one answer per question. There's only one answer per question, right? So the Abraham Lincoln death is one of those urban legends on the internet, which is not true. So we can't give you points for that. So minus 150 to team with no name. The next answer is by Adjusted EBITDA. Go for it.
Yeah, it's because you can see the brand name clearly.
Brand is visible
below 12. So
brand is visible.
Yeah, brand name is visible.
Just for that, they make sure that all the watches, the time is set to 10:10. You're on mute, by the way.
Yes, that is the reason.
Yeah, that's all. I wanted you to agree with me. That's absolutely right, right? It is chosen because the brand name is clearly visible, right? That's why they choose 10:10 or anything that's symmetric, but anything else would look like a frowning face. That's the reason why. Fantastic answer by Adjusted EBITDA. 300 points to you. Devaiah, I think you worked on a lot of watch ads. No? Have you ever done this? Like, make sure the time is set at 10:10.
Yeah, so while at Ogilvy, I worked on Titan, and even I learned this fact while we were working on the ads. The art directors used to always ensure it's 10:10. It was for the brand, but yeah, I always wonder like how do you place the second hand, because that is also going to go through some part of the logo. But like here, if you see, I think Rolex just allows it to go through whatever's written.
Yeah, it's always, I think, pointing towards the bottom part, right? So it just makes the top part clear. But it's interesting, I think, going back to both of you who made the point that, how it's so important it is to make sure the logo is visible, right? Logo dikhna chahiye, logo bada hona chahiye. So nothing should obstruct it. Saksham, have you had any experience with these kind of things where the logo should be visible all the time? While making memes, especially.
While making memes, I think when we started it out, then that was the sort of sentiment that brand managers had. Even if it's someone else's IP, they want their own brand logo to be in place. Slowly, they got to know कि ऐसा नहीं कर सकते, and धीरे-धीरे, as in the industry is evolving, they are beginning to understand कि memes का purpose ही defeat हो जाएगा अगर उसमें brand logo आएगा. So शुरुआत में, but it was a thing. Like everyone wanted their logo to be inside memes.
Lovely. Okay, cool. So I think we have one team who's pressed the buzzer. Fun facts. Momo Media, go for it.
Okay, so fun fact about 2010. So basically, when Apple launched its Apple Watch, instead of going for 10:10, they went for 10:9 to kind of signify that they are ahead of time, or they're more, So that was, and even till date, all the Apple Watches ad have 10:9 instead of 10:10.
Oh, wow. That's an amazing fun fact for digital watches or Apple watches. 10 points to Momo Media for that excellent fun fact. Going back to, I think it was adjusted EBITDA, you need to choose the next topic.
We'll go with brands down south for 200.
Brands down south for 200. It's already done.
400?
400 is available. Nice. Going aggressive. Let's go to that question. Okay, so here's brands. Buzzers are reset. Brands down south for 400. At every outlet of which biryani chain in South India would you find the co-founder statue who made the iconic recipe? Team 6 has gone for it. Master and disciple. Yes. Hoping to hear the right answer from you. You need to unmute yourself first.
We'll say
Dindigul Talapakatti biryani.
What is that? Can you explain it for the rest of India people?
So basically, the guy who made Dindigul is a place in Tamil Nadu where this famous Chettinad biryani is famous. I think it's Chettinad. So the founder, I don't remember his name. He used to wear this headgear that is called a talappavu in Tamil language. So that's why it's called Talapakatti biryani.
That's absolutely right. This is the co-founder of Talapakatti Biryani. So if you visited the Talapakatti Biryani outlets, you would see the founder's face everywhere. He's got a turban tied around his head, which is why he's called Talapakatti, which means tied around the head. And actually what most people don't know is that his wife is the one who actually made the original recipe, right? And even today, every single restaurant that makes this biryani, the recipe or the ingredients and the masala comes from the house, right? So they actually make it at home. It's a secret recipe, just like we talk about KFC and others. And her statue is kept in all the restaurant chains. So 400 points to you, master and disciple, for that fantastic guess. Saksham, Devaiah, have you guys been to this biryani, which is your favorite biryani restaurant?
My favorite is actually Khazana in Richmond Town in Bangalore. I don't know if many people know that biryani place. It's one of those underrated. I mean, not too many people know, not mainstream, but it's the biryani and the button kebabs is something like for.
Amazing recommendation from Devaiah. Saksham, any favorite biryani places in Gurgaon?
I just know about Bhairov's biryani. They order till midnight, so I only know that.
Advertising life is
Gen Z.
Okay. I think someone has pressed the buzzer for a fun fact. Adjusted EBITDA. Yes, go for it.
I mean, so Dindigul mutton biryani is famous because the goats there graze on like mountain grass or something like that. Is what I've heard. I mean, the mutton quality
I'm
is better.
actually going to give 10 points to you, right? So even I did some research, spoke to the people who work at Dindigul. So one of the claims that they make with their meat and why it tastes so different is because they only look at the meat that's sourced from a certain region, and those are fed on certain type of grass and so on. So that's why the meat quality is very different, right? So this chain actually has some very strict rules in terms of how they make their food. So 10 points to adjusted EBITDA for that fact. That is verified and that is true. Coming back to master and disciple, right? You get to choose the next topic. Quickly, guys. You're on mute.
Mad at World International 300.
Mad at World International is already done. That's watches. You have 400, 100, and 200.
400. We'll do 400.
Okay, they will do 400.
All right, here's Mad at World International for 400. Very interesting question. What specific offering has Fiat discontinued from June 2023 with this ad campaign? Team 4, Momo Media has gone for it.
So they are not doing grays anymore. That's the whole idea. I mean, gray is a very favorite color and stuff, and they've decided they're not going to do gray anymore.
Why? You can just read what is there, and that will be the reason why.
That's why. And Fiat
because it comes from Italy, the land of colors, and
and
as simple as that. Right, that's absolutely right. Points to you. This is an announcement that Fiat made last month. saying that they're no longer going to make the second or third most popular color across the world, which is grey, because grey is a very boring color. It has nothing to do with Italy, which is a land of colors and so on. So points to team Momo Media. Devaiah, Saksham, any thoughts about this interesting campaign where a brand is actually taking a big step and saying we won't make one of the most popular colors?
I think this, like for example, the CEO sort of in the car. I feel one of the first campaigns, I think done by David Abbott, I forgot, for Volvo ad for Volvo. Like it was basically the copywriter was in the ad, and he had a Volvo hung above him just to show how Volvo cars have like parts that don't give way. And the line is something to the effect that, like, I wrote this line: if this car, whatever, sort of were to fall on me, I'm something to the effect of I literally what I'm writing is true, because if it is not, I'll be dead. So people using writers, CEOs in advertising is a very interesting trope.
Absolutely. Just to confirm what Devaiah is saying is that this ad, you guys should check it out. It's basically the Fiat CEO who's sitting inside a car, and they drop the car literally in one single shot. They drop it in a bucket of orange paint, and they bring him out, right? And very, very fascinating. And of course, the Volvo ad that Devaiah mentioned is also something very interesting. I think somebody has pressed the buzzer on fun facts. Before that, just big shout out to all those who are watching the show on YouTube. Krishnan, who's basically a fan of, I think, Sai Ishwar, one of the team members here. Rajapriya, Kashmira, all of them sort of shared best luck to all the teams. And some great answers also. So QNO, AC, Rahul Panda, Preetham, Deepthi Pavani, AC, Baisani Surya Kumar, Atul Vinod. Yeah, right. So fantastic answers there. And fun facts, I think somebody has pressed the buzzer, team 6. We'll take one fun fact on this question. Yes, you can unmute yourself.
So the Agnelli family owns Fiat. It is the same family that owns the football club Juventus as well.
Oh, lovely. Yes, 10 points to you. A football fan here, as we can see. Right. Question, I think, to Momo Media. Am I right? Yeah, please.
We'll go for
Mad Ad
World India. India, what is
Mad
the
Ad
highest
World. For which? Highest one?
300.
300.
300 is taken, so 400 is remaining. I'll give you 400.
Okay.
400. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys are leading. What's there to lose? Everything. Exactly. Right. Here's 400. Very interesting question, after which we'll go. Which recent ad campaign was inspired by this very popular meme? We have team 3 Brandits who's pressed the buzzer.
The Subway ad featuring Vishy Anand.
What happens in the ad?
I think he's trying to order a Subway sandwich, which
And
is
there are
even
too
tough
many
for
choices.
a genius, which is tough for a genius. And I'm assuming Devaiah's team has written this ad. Do we get like
Very
extra?
well worked out. See, that's smart quizzing. Absolutely right. This is the Pawn Star, as we call him now, Vishwanathan Anand, and his ad for Subway, which was inspired by Jordan Peele's very famous meme. Devaiah and Saksham, I think both of you worked on this campaign. Would you like to share any interesting stories? Yes, please.
I mean, it was I had like multiple anxiety attacks during this campaign. At which point, Mr. Anand will tell no. All right. So when the ad pitched to him, I was like, okay, this is done. Like he's going to say no. He said yes. All right. And then we sent him the script, and I thought at this point it's going to be a no, because he's just getting wet through the ad. He said yes. And then on the day of the shoot, we really pushed it. The director went up to him and asked him, "Do you mind running against the glass door and like sort of hitting yourself and falling? Obviously, we'll use a body double and safety." I thought he'll say, "Hey, no, I'm a legend. Like it can't happen." He said yes, and then he insisted that he will himself run at the glass door and not use a body double. So, I mean, Vishwanathan Anand for me became multiple levels of cool after this campaign. But I think I have to I think that one of the reasons why this blew up was I think what Saksham did. So just to give you context, Vishwanathan Anand's Twitter account was dead. There was like no activity. And then Saksham, please tell them what you did with the account before you launched the ad.
Yeah. So like so once Devaiah and team shot the whole video, our objective was to get this on social. So what we thought of, क्योंकि विश्वनाथन आनंद के साथ सबसे बड़ा problem वही था कि organically people didn't used to go to his Twitter, see what he's doing and all.
Yes.
So we decided to make him relevant for one day and launch the video uske baad. So if you remember the whole interaction, him claiming to be a porn star या फिर blank check and वो जो पूरा interaction था, even we got him just you can call me a porn star. All these tweets were to make Vishwanathan talk of the town just before the video came out, and it happened successfully काफी. And we were coordinating with Vishwanathan sir's wife, so हमारे दिमाग में भी same the problems that Devaiah had. So मतलब we were just curious कि यार वो हमसे question ना पूछ रहे हम ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं, because then वो चीज पूरा मुश्किल था. But she was very sporting and हमने जो चीज उनको बोली उन्होंने वो चीज ट्वीट करी. So it was nice. And इसका बेस्ट पार्ट ये था कि जब एंड में इफ यू रिमेम्बर जो हमारा जो वीडियो जब लॉन्च हुई थी तो उसमें हमने खुद ही उसको एक पूरा सेंटिमेंट है ना कि #ad लिखो एंड ऑल, तो उस चीज को हमने उसी को ओन करते हुए एक चीज बोला कि आज एडमिन पनीर सब खाएगा. तो इट्स अ थिंग ऑन इंटरनेट जहाँ पे मीम पेज एडमिन्स को ये चीज. So what happens is especially in the meme community, whenever a meme page posts content that is boring and थोड़ा सा sponsor vibes आती है, that's when their followers comment कि आज admin पनीर खाएगा. Suppose if I run a meme page and I post a very basic ad, तो लोग बोलेंगे कि आज सक्षम के घर पे पनीर बनेगा because I'll be getting paid for posting it. So उस चीज को ओन करते हुए हमने विश्वनाथन आनंद सर से जब वीडियो कराई तो उनसे खुद ही बुलवा दिया कि आज एडमिन पनीर सब खाएगा. So that sort of tackled all the possible negative sentiment that might have come कि यार तू तो एक दिन आया, it was a stunt that he did. So simple 5 words killed all that sentiment. So there was no negative interaction happening on the video. So yeah.
Lovely. Thank you, Saksham and Devaiah. Saksham, that's fantastic work. I think this has become like a new standard for how campaigns should be broken. Right? Absolutely right. So cool. Going back to the, just give me a second. Okay. The last question was answered by, I think, Momo Media.
No, Brandon.
Fun fact for Subway, I think.
Yes, go ahead. I just wrap it up.
Yeah.
We'll take one fun fact and move on.
Yeah, so I think the parent company of Subway is owned by Doctors Associates Inc. something, and people confuse it. It's like a medical, medical parent is a medical company, but yeah.
But they just name the company Doctors, is it?
The main franchise, the holding company of Subway is called the Doctor Associates or something, and people
In
confuse
India?
it. I think globally.
Acha. The last thing I know is it got sold to Everstone. So Everstone is handling all the operations. So and doctors all of that. But one fact is that originally the person who created Subway, there is only one family-owned store. Rest all are franchisees. So there is only one Subway. So
fantastic. I think no. Team 2 is also pressed the buzzer. Go ahead. We'll take one last and move forward.
So, I think so. The Subway had out there in the US one of the greatest campaigns with Jared Fogle, who was this really fat guy, and he said that I'll be only on a diet of Subway to actually lose weight, right? So he did that. He documented that entire journey for I think so a year or more than a year, and Subway just used that just to portray how healthy their food actually is, like if done right.
Lovely. 10 points to Bangi Bacons. And just going back to Team 1. So Subway is owned by something called the Roark Capital Group. Interestingly, there's an interesting fun fact about it that Roark is named after the lead character from The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand, right? Howard Roark. So that's what the company that owns Subway. Next team, you can just choose. I think that's adjusted EBITDA.
I think we got that last one right.
Yeah.
We'll be going with T3 Brandeds.
T3 Brandeds, yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, we'll be going with Dogs of Advertising for 200.
Lovely. I was expecting more of you to choose Dogs of Advertising, but clearly you guys are cat people. Here's dogs of advertising for 200. Take a look and just tell me which popular brand or company that is popular on YouTube has products named after dogs. Big dog, little dog, cheetah, spot, atlas, stretch, and handle. T2 has pressed the buzzer. Go for it.
This is Boston Dynamics. Robots.
What is that?
They manufacture humanoid and animal-like robots.
And why is it popular on YouTube? Their product demonstration videos basically go viral, right? Like where you see robots dancing.
So you have these robots who are gonna like make a jump, they do backflips, and it's pretty scary if you think about it.
And they make them dance. I think that's the most important thing, right? They make the robot dogs dance, right? That's how you get viral on YouTube. This is Boston Dynamics. So they have these different animal sort of robots, which are called Spot, Mini, Atlas, Handle. Devaiah, Saksham, have you guys seen these, Boston Dynamic videos?
Yeah.
Right. Any plans to make any such thing in India? Do you think that's ever going to be possible?
No. I think we have enough. We have enough dog menace on the streets. This is like for first world countries who need a lot more dogs than they have. They have to create it like this.
Lovely. I think Team 3 has pressed the buzzer. Would like to tell us any fun facts, please?
Yeah, fun fact or not, but this might scare. So it turns out that Boston Dynamics, almost all the robots, the speed at which they're going slow or they're dancing, in a very fun way, all of these are artificial constraints. Actually, they can go at like 2,000 kilometers or at 200 kilometers per second kind of a speed and take us all over. So not fun, but morbid fact, I believe. Yeah.
Nice. That's the kind of time we also live in, so that's perfectly fine. That's also a fun fact. 10 points to you for that. And anybody else who's pressed the buzzer? No. All right. Moving back to...
Yes, wait. Yeah. I think we go.
Yes. Bangi Bacons, pick a topic.
If the logo one is available, we'll go that for 400.
Highest logo.
Logo one 400 is available, so we'll go for that. Here's the logo. Which brand's logo is adaptable to Braille and hence was utilized in a very clever creative campaign catering to visually impaired consumers? Team 5 with no name has gone for it.
We'll go with Domino's.
Domino's, as in?
Domino's, the pizza chain. Their logo actually has Domino's with dots. They were originally supposed to represent their first 3 outlets, and their logo is adaptable to Braille.
Who founded it? Which year was it founded?
I don't recall that.
You don't recall that, but you know everything else, right? Perfect answer for you, right? So this is Domino's, a very interesting campaign where they turned their logos into a Braille code, and they actually then used it to sort of communicate to users that on World Braille Day. Take a look at this video. All right. Devaiah, any interesting Domino's campaign that you worked on? You worked in Subway, or any fun facts about it?
Never worked on Domino's, but I think they were the first one to pioneer that. No one can forget Paresh Rawal and 30 minutes.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. They had a jingle also.
No.
Correct. Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, Team 6 has pressed the buzzer for fun facts. We'll take one fun fact and move to the next question.
The founder of the pizza chain is called Tom. Like his name is Tom Monaghan, and his autobiography, interestingly, is called Pizza Tiger. Because he's a tiger in the pizza market.
10 points to you for an interesting fun fact. Team 5, you get to choose.
We'll go with dogs of advertising for 200.
I assume you meant dogs of advertising for 300. That's what's remaining.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Let's move to that. Okay, buzzers are reset. Here's the question. Which Japanese telecom company is world famous for its talking dog ads, which are considered among the most popular ads in Japan? Team 2 has pressed the buzzer. I've also given another clue there, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, this is SoftBank and their
Hence visionary
investment sister concern.
What is the pun that I was going for there, Purva?
Oh, the Vision Fund.
Vision Fund.
That's all
The
I'm saying.
SoftBank Vision Fund.
That's absolutely right. This is SoftBank, right? So worldwide, SoftBank is known for its investment arm, but in Japan, it's actually the most famous brand in telecom, and they have these really cool creative ads where they have this, family, one of whom the members is a talking dog, right? Devaiah, Saksham, is talking cat still like relevant in making viral content? Clearly, it is in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, animals, cute animals. I think in India have gone viral before the internet existed. The Vodafone pug ads.
Yes.
So, but the interesting thing, like it's very difficult to shoot animals for ads in India because you have to go through umpteen. Like it's very difficult to get permission. So the hack that people do is generally they on the fly shoot the animal in India itself, but always book a ticket to Thailand on the day of shoot and maybe send one person also and come back. So if ever the government asks like, hey, did you get permission for this ad? You always say the shot in Thailand.
Oh, wow. Thank you. That's an amazing industry secret that I didn't know about before. Thank you, Devaiah. Saksham, you were saying something, I think.
Yeah. I mean, currently भी मतलब dogs and cats मतलब जैसे सोशल मीडिया पे अभी आज के टाइम पे सब अपने इंटरेस्ट के हिसाब से डिवाइड हो चुके हैं. इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड इन 5 टॉपिक्स यू विल सी योर फीड दिस वे. तो डॉग्स एंड कैट्स हैव मतलब अब अगर वो कॉमन इंटरेस्ट पॉइंट है तो दे आर सॉर्ट ऑफ इन अ स्पेस कि अगर तुम्हें कोई भी अपना ब्रांड चलाना है तो तुम उनको कैरी कर सकते हो अपना मैसेज करने. तो या मतलब वी आल्सो डू अ लॉट ऑफ पेट सॉर्ट ऑफ थिंग्स. तो या इट वर्क्स अभी भी.
Sai, you're on mute.
Yeah, sorry. No, I was just talking to somebody there. Okay. Kashyap, are we ready with the scores? It's 5 p.m., so we just want to show the scores once again. Cool? Yeah, thank you. Okay, here's what the scores look like, right? It's a very close call right now. So we have a tie right now between Team 1 Adjusted EBITDA and Team 3 Brandits, followed closely by Team 4 Momo Media, followed by Team 5 Team with No Name at 770, and then Bangi Bacons at 730, and finally Master and Disciple, who's made a recent run with 420 points. Lovely. This is going to be exciting. So we have half an hour more of quizzing. Let's get back to it. Bangi Bacons, you get to choose next. Quickly, guys. We're going to freeze fun facts from now on. We just want to hear fun facts from the guest panelists, just for time. Go ahead.
Cool. 400, what all are available for 400?
400 right now, nothing is available. Oh, sorry.
Okay, 300? For 300?
Yes, Brands Down South is available. You want to go for that?
Dogs of Advertising 100, if that's it.
Dogs of Advertising 100, you want to play it safe? Okay, should be fairly simple. So hands on your buzzer. Which brand's mascot died in 2009 of a stroke? The mascot is here on the right. Team 6 has gone for it. Master and Disciple, unmute yourself and tell us the answer, please.
This is Taco Bell Chihuahua. Taco Bell.
And why was a Chihuahua chosen?
Because Mexico Taco Chihuahua. I think taco is originated from Mexico.
Absolutely right. This is the Taco Bell mascot called Gidget, who passed away in 2009. This is one of the most famous Chihuahuas in the world, and she was chosen for these iconic ads in the 90s for Taco Bell because the Chihuahua is also from Mexico, and so is Taco Bell. Any interesting mascot stories, Devaiah? Any interesting mascot that you've seen in India, especially?
I think Duolingo is doing a very nice thing recently. 3-4 times I've seen something go viral with that, green bird. So yeah.
Absolutely. I think Duolingo is one of the most incredible case studies in using mascot in even real life and not just on digital. Cool. Moving back, Team 6, you get to choose the next topic.
I will take brand down south 300.
Brands down south for 300. Okay. Here's the brands down south. Take a look. Oh, buzzers are reset. This is a very interesting ad for a brand from Kerala that began in 1959, and the team from Kerala has pressed the buzzer. Yes.
Yeah, this is for the Manorama yearbook.
Manorama yearbook. The ad says my shirt yes, but my Manorama no.
Yeah.
He's absolutely right. This is an ad for Malayalam Manorama. Kind of a thirst trap ad, I would say, way back in 1960. Even I also I agree, right? Thank you for that, Team 6. I think it's appropriate that you guys cracked this one. This is an advertisement for Manorama. Saksham, I just had to ask, like, because you're from a slightly different generation, have you ever referred Malayalam Manorama in your life? Do you know what it is? Let's start with that.
I have heard its name, Manorama. So yeah.
Devaiah?
Dude, like, yeah, of course, yearbooks was such a ritual when we were growing up, but now it's all turned into BuzzFeed listicles after 2015.
That is the time we live in, yes. I think for me also, look, we couldn't afford like big encyclopedias, so Manorama yearbook was like the poor man's encyclopedia that you just need to refer to if you need some facts or trivia or some school homework. Fantastic answer there from Team 6. Team 6, you get to choose this one next question as well. Quickly.
So yeah, what is the highest denomination available?
Highest denomination available is
300.
viral influencer for 200, and Mad Ads International and Mad Ads India for 200.
Mad Ad India for 200.
Okay. Fingers on your buzzer. There we go. Right. Spotify India changed their display picture on social media to the image of which brand's product due to its striking resemblance. Team 2, Bangy Bacon's gone for it.
Good Day Biscuit.
You're absolutely right. This is the Good Day Biscuit. So someone on Twitter pointed out that Spotify logo looks exactly like the Good Day Biscuit. So Spotify was very sportive enough way back in 2021 to just change their DP to Good Day Biscuit. Points to Bangy Bacons.
And a shout out
for listening closely to what guest panelists have said earlier in the earlier you were not listening, right? Earlier you were not listening to Devaiah saying, but Saksham you were listening to. Devaiah, I think you were talking about this, interesting sort of journey of a meme as well, right?
Yeah. So actually, this meme, the Irfan meme, is what we did at AIB that was inspired by the Drake meme, and that became a template in India to show this disappointed guy. This impression being impressed. And yeah, this is an interesting meme because it's a meme. Use that meme to share another meme. So memeception.
And also, another interesting thing is we handle social for both these brands. So Good Day we recently started for Spotify. About 6 months back.
Oh, nice.
Did you make this? Did you do this?
No, this is not us. Pehले se hi.
Lovely. Okay, I think the next topic, Team 2, you have a control.
What all is available?
So, like I said earlier, Mad Ads International is also available for 200. That is the highest.
We'll take that.
And then you have viral influencer for 200.
Okay, only the 200 are remaining. There's nothing else on the board?
Nothing. And then hundreds.
Okay.
Mad Ad.
Mad Ad International 200.
Yeah.
Very interesting and pertinent question given the current time. Take a look and tell me which brand is this. Which brand's ad was celebrating the lunar landing in the 60s on NASA? Team 3, Brandis has gone for it. It says it's
This
ugly,
is
but it gets you there.
This is Volkswagen.
As in?
This is Volkswagen's ad about, it is ugly, it's the bug, but it gets you there. And it was done by DDB New York.
Wow, you know everything about it. So that means you must be correct. Absolutely right. This is Volkswagen, right? So it's ugly, but it gets you there. The Volkswagen Beetle is what they were referring to. But what I love about this campaign is it's like how social media marketing is today. Like you create some sort of moment marketing given, Chandrayaan is happening and so on. And Volkswagen was doing this way back in the 60s. Fantastic answer there from Brandits. Devaiah, Saksham, any thoughts on Chandrayaan? Are you proud Indians?
Proud Indians, but like I think all the brand teams have run out of moon puns to make. And when you see that for the first 1 hour, the moon puns are great from brands. Then it's just pressure, and then it just goes down.
And थोड़ा सा इसमें भी ट्रेंड टैप करने में भी ना देयर आर 2 generations of brands. तो फर्स्ट इज जो जिनको पता है ट्विटर पे फटाफट ट्वीट करके दैट शुड बी. सेकंड इज जो एक दिन बाद ना पूरा क्रिएटिव बना के फिर पोस्ट करते हैं एंड देन वो चाहे पिज्जा हो चाहे बिस्किट हो हर एक में वो कुछ ना कुछ अपने ब्रांड का डाल देते हैं बट वो करते हैं 2 दिन बाद. तो
डिस्काउंट कोड भी डाल देते हैं ऑफर
कुछ भी चलता है. हाँ.
Absolutely right. So this is a very interesting ad by Volkswagen. Going back to Team 3, Brandits, choose your next topic, please. Like I said, viral influenza is available for 200. After that, we have 100 points for all the topics.
Yeah, we'll go for 200. Viral influenza 200.
Viral influenza for 200. All right, here we go. Which brand made prayer mats for Islamic countries to maintain social distancing and promote hygiene? Team 6 has gone for it. You can work this one out. You can unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, this is Dettol.
Dettol. And how did you work this one out?
I know this.
You know, okay. I'm not working around. I fucking know.
Apparently,
I know this.
I think Pakistan markets Middle East.
That's absolutely right. And the green color, Dettol brand color is also green. Points to you. Absolutely right. This is a very clever campaign where Dettol actually created prayer mats for Islamic countries so that they would have equal distance on both sides. So that mat would sort of give you, social distancing from people. All right, let's move quickly. Team 6, you can choose the next topic.
What are left? What are left?
You have 100 points for each topic. That's what's left.
Logo. We'll take logo. क्या कहेंगे for 100?
Logo क्या कहेंगे? Logo क्या कहेंगे is all the topics are over. We have 100 points in Mad at India, Mad at International. And then brands down south as well as viral influencer. Quickly.
We'll brands down south.
Yeah, makes sense. No? Okay, very interesting campaign. Take a look. Right. On World Heart Day, Manipal Hospitals launched their cardiac arrest awareness campaign in Bengaluru. How did they promote this? Team 3 Brandits has pressed the buzzer. Go for it.
Yeah, they put it on traffic signals, and where I think there was a buzzer on traffic signals where everyone saw that there was instead of a red light there was a heart. The message was
a heart symbol in traffic signal.
In traffic signal.
Bangalore.
Yeah, in Bangalore.
And those are the locations where go on.
Usually in the most densely, any road in Bangalore is.
And the clue being Bangalore is famous for its traffic.
Well spotted. That is absolutely right. So Manipal Hospital ran this very interesting campaign where they changed the red light in traffic signals to a heart symbol, right? And this was to increase awareness about heart diseases and so on. Points to you, Team 3. Fantastic answer on the buzzer from you. Devaiah, Saksham, have you ever done any interesting campaigns for hospitals, old age homes?
So, like I was saying, I think hospital advertising happens in advertising agencies only before award season. No one actually does any real work. So during award season, more copywriters and creative people in hospitals and patients, asking, just can you approve this and release it so that we can send it to Cannes.
Lovely. Saksham, have you? You're obviously slightly younger, so I am. Have you ever done any sort of these campaigns for NGOs, hospitals?
No.
For awards.
Nothing. Amazing. Okay. Going back to team 3, branded bandits. Please choose a topic.
Dogs of advertising.
Dogs of advertising 100.
So Dogs of Advertising, all the topics are done. The only ones that are remaining now are Mad Ad World for 100 and Mad Ad World India for 100.
Mad Ad World India for 100.
India for 100. Okay. Okay, after this we have a quick round which will wrap up the quiz. Okay. Cool. Which 2021 ad was inspired by Venga Boys and Boyzone? T1 has gone for it. Adjusted EBITDA for 100 points.
Is it Cred?
Cred.
Which Cred
So
ad?
all the Venkatesh Prasad, all guys had come.
All these old cricketers, they did a whole Bangalore.
Is absolutely right. So 100 points to team 1 for getting this one right. This is the Cred ad for the Venga Boys, or called the Venga Boys, and of course it was heavily inspired by Boyzone. Saksham, Devaiah, did you guys have anything to do with this ad?
I think I kind of wrote this, but but yeah, I think our team worked on this. It's just the most surprising thing that came out of this ad is Venkatesh Prasad is like the coolest. Like he was over to dance. Yeah, he's over to do everything. And Srinath is a listener of connoisseur of rap music.
Oh,
like classic Tupac Shakur rap is what Srinath listens to all the time.
Wow, I would not have thought about Jawaharlal Srinath about that. I think you chose also a very interesting range of cricketers. Can you tell us any specific reasons why you chose these cricketers and not anybody else?
I mean, this was during the peak IPL 21 bubbles. So we went through all the 90s score sheets, India-Pakistan matches, and we're like, who's outside bio bubble? And then we just part of them. There was actually Sunil Joshi was supposed to be a part of this, but one day before the shoot, he went down with COVID. So we had to replace him with Maninder Singh. So one spinner replacing another. Yeah.
Lovely. That's a great story. I think Saksham, you've also sort of worked on one of my most interesting parts of this campaign, which is the classifieds ads that you made, right? Where a roommate is, ranting about having beaten his roommate up, or one neighbor complaining about the other. Can you explain sort of the thought process or the insight behind this campaign?
Yeah. So the background, this is for Cred. So there was this quiz happening on Cred. It's called Bid Blast, and uske andar, those typical entries and winner used to be announced. So plan was to how do we talk about this campaign, and बहुत ही बोरिंग तरीका होता है वो ऐप के अंदर कॉन्टेस्ट क्या है उसकी बात कैसे इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं करना है तो बिकॉज at Youngun all our strategies are user based है ना so in most of the advertising it is about कि brand कैसे होता है so that is the मतलब वो disconnection ही हमारा advantage है so it started with कि if eventually winners will be people है ना so like how about they become the carrier of our message है ना and अगर वो कुछ social media पे करते हैं तो वो तो बहुत normal लगता that's when we got to the classified part of it and one reason was कि classified are also known for boring and कई बार वो absurd चीजें भी classified में मिलती है कि मुझे पैसे दे दो मेरे को कुछ आपने देखा होगा कि कुछ ऐसा हेल्पलेस रीजंस भी नहीं होते फिर भी लोग कुछ ना कुछ वहां पे कर देते हैं तो वहां से दिस होल इनसाइट केम एंड देन वी डिसाइडेड ऑल द 4 winners should be we'll take their permission and we will buy a newspaper classified section to get this and then we wrote all these 4 testimonials they were written in a way कि वो अब इसमें क्या है our intention was not to tap newspaper का audience है ना हमारा वो जोन ही नहीं है so यहाँ पे the all the instances that you are saying Kailash Colony Shubham Jain there were a lot of culturally relevant things that happened in all these 4 ads so हमने वही चीज करा था कि अब जैसे सोशल मीडिया में इंटरेस्ट के हिसाब से, जैसे इफ देवैया लव्स फुटबॉल एंड यू लव मतलब कार्स के से रिलेटेड
Yes.
कुछ भी है ना, तो हमने हमेशा यही चीज उस टेस्टिमोनियल में यही ट्राई किया था कि even though I won airports by playing Bit Blast tour, but
Yes.
they are of no use to me because no device in this world can cancel your irritating voice. तो अपनी वाइफ के बारे में तो ना पूरा एक मिक्स था चीजों का, है ना, एंड दैट्स व्हाट मेड इट इंटरेस्टिंग। एंड हमने आउट एंड आउट लिख भी दिया कि उसको ये चीज बिट ब्लास्ट में मिली थी क्रैक खेल के, एंड इट वाज लार्जली वायरल। तो मतलब इवन वेस्ट के बहुत बड़े फुटबॉल क्लब ने भी इसको पोस्ट किया था जस्ट बिकॉज वी हैड वन सिंगल फुटबॉल रेफरेंस इनटू इट। सो
Lovely.
लाइक आई डोंट नो, ट्विटर पे सम 2 मिलियन फॉलोइंग का कोई ह्यूज ट्विटर अकाउंट, एंड वो उसने वो चीज किया, एंड उसके बाद तो मतलब इट वाज एवरीवेयर। सो
Fantastic fun fact from Saksham. Thank you so much, folks. Also, big shout out to Deepti, Pawani, Priyanka Nair, Shuchi, and Kashmira, who've been giving some fantastic answers on the live stream as well. Let's go back. I think we have one question left. Team 1, you can choose. I think there's nothing to choose. I think I will just go with what is left.
Why did 100? Sorry, what's the highest available? Is everything done?
Yeah, the highest. There's only one question that's remaining, which is Mad Ads International for 100. Everything else is done.
Okay. Yeah.
So there's no real choice, but anyway, let's go for it. Right, buzzers are reset. Here we go. The last question of this round. Protect our wildlife before it's too late. WWF recently cleverly used this tagline for an ad featuring which recent demise? Team 1 has gone for it. What is the demise that we're talking about? Quickly, guys.
Is it the wildfires?
The wildfires will get you a -50. Moving to Team 5.
This is the removal of the bird from the Twitter logo.
Right, is absolutely right. So they made a very clever ad about the demise of the Twitter bird, or Twitter bird's name is Larry the Bird, to X, and they made this creative ad called "Protect Our Wildlife Before It's Too Late." Right, I love this ad campaign. So Team 5, who got 100 points for that. We'll move quickly to round 2. Devaiah, Saksham, any interesting facts about Twitter, which formerly known as Twitter?
No.
I mean, Twitter is for us. Twitter is better than Instagram because Twitter is the space jahan pe, culturally there is more evolved stuff happening. If someone knows how to crack Twitter, Insta is very easy for them. So, that's why all of us, and including me, we are all Twitter first. So.
Lovely. Kashyap, do we have the scores ready? Yes. Okay, let's take a look at the scores. Okay, Team 3 Brandits is now currently leading with 1,230 points, followed closely by Team 6, who's made a comeback with 1,020 points. Fantastic. Team from Kerala.
Team 6.
Yeah, Team 6 is your favorite, Saksham?
Yeah.
Is that what you're betting on? Devaiah? Bangalore team?
No, I think last round they were 400 something, 420, 430.
Yes. 420 they were at. Amazing. Right. At the end, we all know quizzing is the real winner, but right now we're just looking at who's leading. Right. Team 1 is in third place with 980 points. That's adjusted EBITDA, who've also given some fantastic answers in the last few questions. Followed closely by Team 2, Bangi Bacons, with 930 points. Followed by Team 5, team with no name at 870 points. And then finally, Team 4, Momo Media, 840 points. But still early days. We still have one more round to go. And it's a very interesting round that we call 4 Clue Ka 1. Right? So each question is going to have 4 parts. Right? Just give me a second. Okay, doesn't matter. I'll just tell you how the round is going to function. Right. So what's going to happen is Each question has 4 clues. You can guess what the overall connecting answer is, either on the first clue or on the second clue or on the third clue. Just give me a second, folks.
Could we project the rules instead of the scores, maybe?
Yeah, just give me a second. Just give me a second. All right, I'll just run project. Right. So this is the last round of today's quiz. It's called 4 Clue Ka 1. So 4 clues, all of them connect with one overall connection. That is the answer I'm looking for. I'm not looking for individual identifications at all. Right. So what's going to happen is there are going to be 4 clues. If you press the buzzer and answer on the first clue, which is revealed, you'll get plus 400 for getting it right, minus 200 for getting it wrong. Similarly, once a clue 2 appears, we'll reset the buzzers. Plus 300, minus 150, next clue 200, minus 100, and the last clue, once all the 4 clues are revealed, plus 100, minus 50. At each clue, I'll be waiting for a maximum of 10 to 20 seconds, depending on the clue. Everyone, any doubts? All right, awesome. Let's move quickly. There are 4 questions.
One question. A team can attempt on any of the clues as many times as they want?
You can attempt maximum of once on every clue. We will reset the buzzer after every clue. Cool. So you can go for all 3 clues and get a minus 150. That's minus 450. That's the question.
Another question: how many teams are you going to allow per clue? Answering per clue. Let's say
I'm just going to allow for maximum of 10 to 20 seconds. So how many more teams present at the time? That's okay. Cool. All right. Atul Vinod on YouTube says, Rennie fans assemble. I think that's a reference to one of the British quiz shows called Only Connect. All right, quickly moving on to resetting the buzzers. Here's the first clue. For 400 points, Coursera's underwater basket weaving. We'll wait for 5 more seconds. Okay, moving to the next clue. Ola wheels is the second clue. Okay, team 2 has pressed the buzzer. Go for it, Bangy Bacons.
You're guessing these are April Fool jokes or products made for April Fools by these companies. Like underwater basket weaving is like a fake course, like one of the popular courses. Ola wheels is like Segway ka ripoff. So.
Any other April Fool's jokes campaigns that you remember?
To them that they do every year. Then I'm sure like every brand jumps on the bandwagon these days. So.
I know marketing people are just like so lame, you know. Absolutely right. 300 points to you. So these are all basically all popular April Fool's campaign, right? So what you saw here is that, right? So Coursera launched something called underwater basket weaving, which doesn't really exist. It was just for April Fool's. Same way Ola does it every year. They announce something. And Ixigo launched what is called Bhai or Bhai with AI powered earbud. And then finally, my favorite, Team 6, hopefully you'll relate to this. Kerala Tourism put up a photograph, which is a photoshopped image of Tom Holland and Zendaya, and said, guess who we spotted away from home? Right? And then they make sure that, you know, clarified this is an April Fool's joke. They're not actually endorsing Kerala Tourism. Any interesting April Fool's campaign that Saksham, Devaiah, that you have done?
Ola wheels. Ola wheels.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
But I think now, that was in 2017, but I think now brands should release their April Fool's campaign in May to make it less predictable.
Yeah, I think for a long time people have been also, you know, announcing it like in March, right? And people also report about it, but no one really, you know, confirms that whether it is an April Fool's joke or not until it's like April 2nd.
We did one, so we had one idea for Subway ka April Fool Day, but usko humne Father's Day pe kar diya. The idea was ki we'll just tell everyone ki XYZ likes on this tweet, and we will send your daddy a cookie. So we got like 7,000 likes, and ultimately we sent it to everyone's daddy, who is Aditya Roy Kapoor. So so there's a conversation, Aditya Roy Kapoor is a daddy and all. So instead of April Fool Day, we did it on Father's Day. Same.
Sorry, I don't know what this is. What is Aditya Roy Kapoor is? What kind of?
So like people on social media simp over, like mostly girls simp over him ki he is the real daddy and all. So,
Oh. This is
Simping
today
is
I
like,
learned from you. Please.
Simping is like,
No, simping, of course I know. Thank you. I'm not such a noob also, Saksham. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go to the next question.
Sorry to interrupt. Like, how many questions are left in this round?
3.
Oh.
Right. So some strategic thinking from team 6. Okay. Next question on your screen now. Okay. This is clue 1. It says mischief, finger on the app. We'll give it 3 more seconds. Okay. Moving to clue 2. Hashtag team trees. Okay, team 4, Momo Media has gone for it. Go for it.
The connect is Mr. Beast.
Who's that?
The YouTuber Mr. Beast, he runs a bunch of giveaways and competitions where if you keep your finger on the app or if you keep your hand on the car, you win a bunch of money, etc.
And so what is common to both of these?
I'm actually not very sure about the second one. Going for a little bit of a stretch here.
So minus 50 if you get it wrong, but you get plus 300, right? That is absolutely right. These are all brands by Mr. Beast or Jimmy Donaldson, what's his real name, right? So fantastic answer from Momo Media on that one. That wasn't easy at all. The connection is Mr. Beast. Devaiah, Saksham, any views on Mr. Beast as a brand himself?
I think in one of these podcasts, someone asked him a question: who's going to inherit your YouTube channel after you die? So he said that he'll call all his best friends, and the person who's got his hand on the grave the last is going to get the YouTube channel for free after his death.
Oh God! So he's made a game even after he's going to be dead.
Yeah. So whoever's got his hand to the grave, the last, all the friends have to stand, and that guy gets the YouTube, or that person gets the YouTube channel.
Lovely. That's a great fun fact. Thank you, Devaiah, for sharing that. Saksham, I think you were talking about how big Mr. Beast has become, bigger than brands themselves, right? Like, I don't think brands themselves can afford him.
Yeah, I mean, like now is typically like he has moved beyond those influencers and celebrity status. He is now at a point कि मतलब brand collabs वो उसको penny लगते हैं, मतलब कितने भी बड़े हों. So and also like I saw one of his video कि मतलब जब इसने शुरू किया था ना, तो there was literally no entertainment source on YouTube with मतलब इनका सबसे बड़ा गेम प्ले था कि डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस में ये सेम वीडियो को कन्वर्ट करते थे स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द डे. तो वो बिल्कुल ही क्लीन स्लेट था कि मतलब YouTube पे कोई और जर्मन लैंग्वेज में XYZ लैंग्वेज में कोई एंटरटेनमेंट टाइप कंटेंट कर ही नहीं रहा. तो स्टार्टिंग का स्पाइक वाज जस्ट repurposing his originally made video into different languages, and that sort of solved for उसका पूरा worldwide fan base.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Like अभी lot of people struggle through कि हम ये चीज कैसे करें, मतलब इस niche में कुछ नया करना है and all that. He just found a new niche and replicated his content there. So starting का मतलब I found this very interesting. So yeah,
amazing. Thank you so much for both those fun facts, Devaiah and Saksham. I think for the previous question on April Fools, Shubhi Surana on YouTube says Google Spells was a great April Fool's Day prank. I wasn't aware of this. Okay, cool. Let's move on to the penultimate question, I think. All right. This is your first clue for 400. You can decipher whatever you wish from this visual. Moving to the next clue. Subhashish Nandi on YouTube says 2 questions left. Still anyone can win. Absolutely right, Subhashish. Anyone can win, except that it has to be someone who presses the buzzer. Okay, let's move to the third clue.
What is that? It's just animal trump cards.
Animal trump cards. Okay, let's move to the final clue. Looks like that's what we need. National Animal of Scotland is the final clue. Team 5 with no name has pressed the buzzer about National Animal of Scotland. Yes.
So these are all types of startups. A unicorn is a startup which achieves a $1 billion valuation. And similarly, a cockroach is a company which continues surviving despite a lot of pivots.
Okay, and the second in the middle, second and third.
I'm going to guess, I don't know them, but I'm guessing a cheetah is a company which is the fastest to a certain milestone in valuation.
And
100 points to you. That is absolutely right. These are all the different stages of startups. So a cockroach is essentially, a cockroach startup is one that is bootstrapped, that doesn't require any external funding and will survive through whatever economy goes through. Cheetahs are basically the names given to companies valued between $200 and $500 million. They're going to be future unicorns. Gazelles are valued between $500 and $900 million. And they're also known as unicorns, right? And unicorns, as we all know, are all companies valued at $1 billion and more. Brilliant answer from Team 5. This is a question that stumped all the other teams. Fantastic guessing. Okay, before we move ahead to the last question of today's quiz, we've done very well on time. A big shout out to our title sponsors, Cadbury's Dairy Milk, for sponsoring this event, and Ajio, our style partner, who's sponsoring all the prizes that the winners of the different quizzes will get. And more importantly, a big shout out to Storyboard 18, Priyanka, Delshad, everyone at the Storyboard 18 team who've been working for the last few months to do this. And the content was obviously done by India Wants to Know, the team there. And a big thank you to Saksham and Devaiah. You guys have been fantastic today. The fun facts, the stories, the anecdotes, these are things that we wouldn't have gotten anywhere else on the internet or any sort of literature. Thank you so much, Devaiah and Saksham. It's an honor and a privilege to have you guys here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any favorite questions of yours from today's quiz that you enjoyed?
The Mr. Beast one was quite fun to cover. Yeah.
Lovely. Saksham?
Yeah, I think the Viagra one was funny.
Which one?
Viagra one, I didn't know ki the whole thing of, celebrity doing random things by the end of their year. So that whole conversation was interesting for me. So.
Thank you. Thank you. So Viagra and Mr. Beast were the two most popular questions according to our guest panelists. Kashyap, we'll just take a close look at the scores before we get to the last question. Is it ready? Perfect. Let's look at the scores. Is it interesting at all? Oh my God, it is so interesting. Okay, Team 2, Bangi Bacons, and Team 3, Brandits, are tied for the first place at 1,230 points, followed closely by Momo Media, who can still win this quiz at 1,140 points.
Everyone can win it.
Sorry? Actually, everyone can win it. Absolutely right. No, I'm just baiting them a little bit. Only they can really win, right? In fourth place right now is Team 6. That's Master and Disciple. Fantastic quizzing, guys. I think you guys were at still to open the score after the first half an hour, and you really made a sprint in the last few questions. 1,020 points. Fantastic quizzing from Team 6. Team 5 and Team 6 are just behind at 980 and 970 points. Team 5 is at 970 and Team 1 just EBITDA is 980. Anyone can win this quiz at this point. Let's move back to the last question of today's quiz. Before that, a big one request for everyone else. If you liked any of the questions, do give us a shout out on Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to tag Brand Storyboard or Storyboard 18 on Instagram, as well as IWTK Quiz. It'll make our teams feel really happy. Okay, the final question coming up on your screen. Take a look at the video clue.
This just in, we can now call the 2024 presidential race for Joe Biden. This morning, an emboldened China invades Taiwan.
The escalating crime and fentanyl crisis.
Who's in charge here? It feels like the train is coming off the tracks.
That's clue 1. Anyone buzzing? If not, I'll move to the second clue. Okay, no one is buzzed. Moving to the second clue, which is also a video one.
Are we the underdogs? Good! That's where legends rise. They overlook us, we overperform. They doubt us, we outdo. Together we rise, together we grind. We keep moving, we keep pushing, unstoppable. Let's carve our names right here and right now. Now let's get out there for each other. We protect this house.
Protect This House by Under Armour. The first one is a GOP ad from April 2023. Nobody's pressed the buzzer. Moving to clue 3 in 3, 2, and 1. Here's the third clue. Narendra Modi in an Aaj Tak ad in June 2023. This is for 200 points. Anybody pressing the buzzer? So the first one you saw is a Republican Party ad released April 2023. An Under Armour ad released in August 2023. An Aaj Tak ad released in June 2023. Okay, there it is. Team 1, go for it.
He's just risking it.
Yeah, I'm guessing it. Are all of these ads
AI generated ads?
As in?
AI generated ads. These are all generated by AI.
AI, artificial intelligence.
Can you explain how these are generated by AI?
There's no human intervention, it's just artificial intelligence.
Yeah. Think. No.
Is absolutely right. Right? Right. So these are all AI generated ads. What you saw is actually not an image of Joe Biden. It's a fake ad that the Republican Party made in April 2023 using AI generation, and they made it to, it's called Beat Biden. Let me just show you. Right. So the first one that you saw is essentially an AI-generated ad by Republican Party, April 2023. Under Armour became one of the first brands to write an entire script that was AI-generated. So the entire script that you saw was actually AI-generated. Very interestingly, Aaj Tak made this campaign for Yoga Day, where they use famous world leaders, including Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump, practicing yoga. And of course, they used Narendra Modi ji also in the ad campaign. So this was again AI generated. And the final one was one of my favorites. Some of you may have seen it. It's Ryan Reynolds actually reading a script for Mint Mobile. Take a look.
Is the shit. But here's the thing. All the big wireless companies out there are ending their holiday plans, not Mint Mobile. You'll get to hear my voice every time you call customer service. Just kidding, that's not really a thing. Stay classy, everyone. That is mildly terrifying.
Right. So his last words on that ad are that this was mildly terrifying. So fantastic answer from Team 1. Saksham, Devaiah, have you guys ever used AI to create content? Right.
I think but I think the last last 3 weeks GPT-4 is not doing a good job. I see everyone complaining. Yeah.
Last 2 weeks.
Yeah, but we've used AI. We use GPT a lot. In fact, we were doing a Shark Tank campaign about 3 months ago, where one guy is giving a thank you speech, but a fake thank you speech. The last joke over there, where he says, nobody even offered me tea because I'm a coffee person. The setup came from GPT.
Oh, lovely.
He wrote the script first, fed it in, then asked GPT for options, and it gave us setup, and we used the setup and cracked.
Oh, fantastic. And this was the campaign that you worked on with Tanmay Bhatt for Shark Tank?
Yeah. So in fact, Tanmay was like, he put in ChatGPT, and he's the prompt engineer. He's very good at this. So, and then he got that out.
Wow. Tanmay is now on his way to become an AI influencer also, right? He's got a YouTube channel dedicated to
AI. It's one of the fastest growing Instagram pages as well.
Really?
He loves emerging tech. So, so he's deep into AI, everything.
Fantastic.
But what an answer did it?
Team 1, fantastic answer. Let's see how the scores look like after this. Is it ready? Okay, let's look at the scores here. Oh God. Okay, so the tie continues for the first place between Team 2, Bangi Bacons and Brandits. We have a tiebreaker after this, but right. A big round of applause and congratulations. Can we have OP chat for Team 2, Bangi Bacons, and Team 1, Adjusted EBITDA in chat, please. Followed by the team that finished third with the last minute great guess, Team 1, Adjusted EBITDA from Economic Times. Congratulations to you guys. In fourth position, again followed just very close margins, just followed by 40 points, is Momo Media, right? A corporate team, co-founders, both together. Fantastic quizzing, some great answers. I think kind of answers that only people in the industry would know. Thank you so much, Anant and team, for these fantastic answers. They closed at 1,140 points, followed closely by Team 6, Master and Disciple from Kerala at 1,020 points, and followed by Team 5, the team with no name from Hyderabad. Again, great quizzing. The scores are visible for everyone to see. Everyone gave some fantastic answers. The margins were just very close. On YouTube chat, thanks to everyone who watched the show. If you can just let us know which were your favorite questions. Now let's move quickly to the tiebreaker. So we have a sudden death tiebreaker, folks.
Did you guys? Sorry. Did you guys? Did you have the guess at Under Armour? Did you wait? And did it hit you only after the Narendra Modi ad, or did you know? Did you hint? Did it kind of hit you before that? Because if it had hit you before that and you had answered immediately.
Sorry, first of all, sorry for the meltdown. Yeah, I had it on the first answer itself, but I wasn't sure because they wouldn't use Joe Biden or Kamala Harris for something controversial. That's why we didn't go for it. But sorry for the meltdown.
Never underestimate political parties.
And I think this is like this multiple times we finished third and not the podium finish. So
bad luck, guys. But fantastic quizzing, and things could have been very, very different if you had gone for it on the first clue itself. Okay, quickly, this is on tiebreaker. So,
a quick thing on tiebreaker: is it going to make a difference in the final, or is it just for the prize money?
It's not going to make a difference for the finals. Both of you, that's Team 3, Brandits, and Team 2, Bangi Bacons, have qualified for the national finals today. What we are now having a tiebreaker is to know which one of you goes home with Ajio vouchers.
Got it. And just want to propose something interesting for Brandits. Can we just split the vouchers so that it's like a win-win for both of us?
Bilkul, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, why are we just sweating it out again?
So we're taking inspiration from the recent athletics championships, right? Where these two ladies for the pole vault, they could have gone for the kill where they would have to do like a tiebreaker. They just hugged and said we're both winners.
Oh, so lovely. I think that's a great way to end this quiz, dude.
Yes, please.
Hats off to Brandits and Bangi Bacons for being so sportive. So we'll split the prize money between both of you because both of you anyway qualify for the national finals. This has been a fantastic quiz show, folks. Thank you so much. This is the first episode of the Brand Blitz Quiz. You've been a wonderful set of teams to participate with. And again, Devaiah and Saksham, a big shout out again for sharing the fun facts and some great conversation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Okay.
And listen, I will not complain if you want to split it with the panelists as well.
Definitely, if we can.
We can like compete for it if you guys don't want.
Devaiah, what if we compete for a spot in the next cred ad? Just so that we have some bragging.
That's like spoken like a smart. Awesome. So that's the end of the first regional final today. It's ended on a great high because both the teams who are on the top have decided to split the prize money, and we'll see both of them in the national finals. Thank you so much, folks. This is me, Sai Ganesh, and the team from India Wants to Know and Storyboard signing off. We'll see you next Sunday at the same time.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.